go outside. Conserve your energy. Take shelter below the surface of the earth. Don't go outside. Conserve your energy. Take shelter below the surface of the earth. What can typically be used as fuel: wood, pellets, coal, propane, kerosene, ethanol. Here are unusual household items that can be used as combustible materials to create heat and survive in this extreme cold environment. Plastics, certain plastics, such as polyethylene, acetyl, acrylic, cellulose ester, contain combustible materials. In an emergency, plastic materials could be considered for burning, but this should be done with extreme caution due to the toxic emissions released when burning plastics. Adequate ventilation is crucial. Anything made of paper or cardboard can be useful. It is preferable to use this material to start a fire, as it quickly disintegrates. All the country's bookshops and libraries are now open to the public to use books as fuel. No late fees will be charged. Paper towels, napkins, and paper plates can be burned for heat, though this may not be very efficient. Wax or paraffin, candles, candle stubs, wax sculptures, or other items containing wax paraffin can provide localized heat when lit. However, it's important to use proper containers to contain melted wax and to exercise caution when using open flames. Dried animal dung, dried animal manure from cows, goats, or chickens contains combustible materials and can potentially be burned for heat. However, the smoke and smell produced when burning animal dung may be unpleasant, so this option should be used with consideration for ventilation and odor control. Paint or solvents, some paints, solvents, alcohol, or other flammable liquids contain combustible ingredients. However, burning these materials should be an absolute last resort, and extreme caution should be exercised due to the hazardous nature of the fumes produced. Layer clothing. Layering clothing is another critical step in surviving temperatures as severe as 40 degrees Celsius. Wearing multiple layers of clothing is essential for trapping body heat and creating a barrier against the frigid air. Starting with moisture-wicking base layers to keep the skin dry, followed by insulating layers such as fleece or wool, and finishing with a windproof and waterproof outer layer is crucial. This method helps to protect against both snow and wind chill, minimizing the risk of frostbite and hypothermia. It's also important to ensure that extremities such as hands, feet, and the head are adequately covered to prevent heat loss from these vulnerable areas. Staying in a group and maintaining skin-to-skin contact could also serve as an alternative survival method in extreme cold conditions. By huddling closely together, individuals can share body heat, thereby collectively raising the group's temperature and reducing the risk of hypothermia. This technique, known as the human knot, or huddle, allows each person's body heat to be distributed among the group, providing a mutual source of warmth. Additionally, skin-to-skin contact can help conserve energy and prevent excessive heat loss, particularly in areas where clothing may be insufficient or damaged. Moreover, the psychological comfort derived from close physical contact during a life-threatening situation can be immensely beneficial. It fosters a sense of community, solidarity, and shared resilience among the group members, which can positively impact their mental and emotional well-being in such challenging circumstances. Nuclear and coal power plants are working tirelessly to maintain a continuous supply of electricity, even amidst the most severe weather conditions. Through meticulous planning and efficient operations, these power plants are committed to providing at least 2 hours of energy to every home across the nation, thereby safeguarding the well-being and survival of our communities. The rationalization of power distribution is one of the key strategies employed to support our collective resilience. By prioritizing critical infrastructure and essential services, including hospitals, emergency response centers, and communication networks, we ensure that vital functions remain operational, thereby enhancing the survivability of 45% of the population. All the schedules listed are based on Eastern Daylight Time to facilitate coordination and avoid confusion due to time zone differences. 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. New England includes Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Vermont. 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Middle Atlantic includes New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. East North Central includes Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, and Wisconsin. 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. West North Central includes Iowa, Kansas, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, North Dakota, and South Dakota. 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. South Atlantic includes Delaware, District of Columbia, Florida, Georgia, Maryland, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia. 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. East South Central includes Alabama, Kentucky, Mississippi, and Tennessee. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. West South Central includes Arkansas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and Texas. 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mountain includes Arizona, Colorado, Idaho, Montana, Nevada, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming. 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Pacific includes Alaska, California, Hawaii, Oregon, and Washington. The scheduling process is anticipated to be extremely dynamic and is contingent upon real-time demand fluctuations, the availability of resources, and the prioritization of emergency response activities. It is expected that the scheduling will undergo frequent adjustments to align with the evolving operational requirements and changing circumstances.